we have supreme mathematics to deal with order. You know, everything is in order. Some people might look at the universe as chaos, but supreme mathematics are the laws that put order in the chaos. And this is why everything in the universe is governed by some type of mathematical order, some type of principle. Whatever type of force exists out there, it is subject to some kind of law. And that law, if you examine it close enough, it deals with some type of mathematical property. And this is why you can't study no science without mathematics. You gotta have, they're brother and sister, they're hand in hand. And so when we talk about knowledge and wisdom, I think, you know, just to bring it down on a simple level, when you're talking about knowledge and wisdom, we're talking about the most simplistic principles, you know, not just information, but fact-found information, something that you know from experience or observation and can be supported by facts. And so the wisdom is the ability to distribute or transmit that, give somebody that knowledge in a way where they're able to understand what it is that you're saying, and they're able to grow and develop from that. They're able to survive, because we're also talking about survival. And you know, I'm hitting a lot of different things, but I want to tie all of these things together. We're in Mecca. This is where the knowledge and the wisdom of our culture, this culture, started. You know, and the number 12 is a very significant number. You know, a lot of people are about to celebrate Valentine's Day. Now, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but we do celebrate love every day. And that's today's principle in the supreme alphabet. What made the number 12 significant? On a ruler, you got 12 inches, okay? And we use rulers to measure, right? We make a straight line with a ruler. Okay, and so how are we gonna rule if we don't love each other? The person that started this culture gave us his knowledge and wisdom out of love. He had enough love for wayward young people and patience, humility, as Sunez stated earlier. He was civilized enough and humble enough to be able to teach young people and relate to them in a way where nobody else in society was able to reach them and relate to them. And he gave them a degree of knowledge and wisdom that continues today in this very room right now. And so on and so on. And that's the only way it's gonna continue. You gotta have love. There's people that try to teach this thing, but they're not teaching it with love, and therefore they're ineffective. They're not getting through to nobody. You gotta teach it with love. You gotta give it up with love. You gotta love this. You gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love your people. If you don't love your people, how you gonna teach them? How you gonna reach them?
True.
That's the only way you're gonna do it. And if you do have that kind of love, then humility and all of these other characteristics of being a civilized person will come into play. They'll naturally flow out of that love. Because when you do love somebody, you are patient. You do put up with things that you might not agree with, or that might upset you, or that might frustrate you and piss you the hell off. But you gotta be patient enough to, you know, to be able to work with the person and understand the level that they're on. You know, understand the condition that they're in, and be able to know what kind of knowledge to give them, and be wise enough to give it to them in a way where they're able to digest that and then grow and develop from it.
If Mecca did this.